Are you guilty of shopping online while you're at work? Well, it turns out millennials and baby boomers are worse for this habit.
Are you a baby boomer?
No, I'm not a baby boomer.
Oh, I say I'm a millennial. You're okay. Well, never mind. But according to a new survey, some employees even spend up to 5 hours a day browsing the web. Here to talk about it this morning is Omaha's retirement strategist, Darrell Bryant.
And Darrell is one of the area's leading financial advisors and retirement planners. He also hosts his very own weekly retirement radio show on 1110 KFA. Good morning, Darrell. Are you a baby boomer?
Yes, and you said that like there's something wrong with it.
No, there is.
I was going to say I'm not, but Darrell might be.
My parents are, yeah.
But this is an interesting study because it shows that 1 in 3 people, I mean, they spend a lot of time shopping online while in the office. 5 hours, though, that seems like a lot.
Well, an 8-hour day, geez.
Yeah, okay. First of all, this is coming out of Australia, so what do they have to do over there?
Well, the Aussies.
Yeah, they're just chilling all the time.
They have no idea. They don't know how to talk. So, but who knows how that was done? I mean, you might have people working at out of the house and they're online and they're you know what I mean? I mean, if you're in, hopefully in my office, hopefully you're not there online right now as we watch this shopping.
Yeah, but it's so easy to do now.
But
I mean, it's right at your fingertips.
It is, and it's so you can go through an hour and a half of shopping online, and it doesn't seem like you've done anything. You know, I was looking for a little, one of those little water features, to put on a desk at, and I'm on there for an hour, finally getting to okay, maybe that one.
But you got to find the best deal with all the websites out there and variety.
And it's so easy, ship it to my door. So you got to be careful. Yeah, so I imagine, I don't know if they're spending that much time, but one would hope not.
Well, it's so easy and tempting, like we said, but people are doing that and spending money on stuff instead of saving it for more important things like retirement, right?
Right, so it's always, whether you're shopping online or you're going out to, retail, you still have to exercise some discipline, right? So yeah, I think you could easily get derailed. I mean, anytime I always say if you stay off the car lot, you're probably not going to buy a car, right? So by the same token, if you stay off the internet, you're probably not going to spend a bunch of money doing that or that sort of thing. But it comes down to discipline. Omaha, Nebraska has a very, very, very high number of millionaires per capita. We're very good savers and well saved. So who knows what that statistic looks like here. I know that the people that come into our office are very well saved and they're just looking for an income plan. But if you're a younger viewer right now and you're trying to wear your income on your sleeve or put it in the driveway, well, you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot, down the road. And trying to keep up with the Joneses is just not a very good idea. So I don't know, that'd probably be a pretty good caution.
Are you surprised that baby boomers, I thought this was surprising, baby boomers in that survey are some of the worst offenders of online shopping and spending money online?
Well, I guess a lot of baby boomers have some discretionary funds, so maybe that's the case. And we finally figured out something we can do online, successfully, and it doesn't take too much technical.
They figured out how to shop online. The baby boomers did.
Right, we figured it out. Hey, look, we can shop. So yeah, but listen, it's still going to come back to one thing, and that is staying disciplined and preparing and doing some math very specifically for your retirement. Don't let these shiny lures that are out there, entice you to get derailed from your retirement plans and all that kind of thing. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, once you retire, you want to spend money on the things that you can enjoy without worrying, of course. So how can we ensure that we're able to do that?
Well, that's probably the most popular question, in the office. And here's what we find out is once people come into the office and once we show them how to put together an income plan, in other words, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get the red out. Well, first we're going to identify what the red is, in other words, the shortage year over year of what they need. And then we're going to compartmentalize those time segments, maybe the first 5 or 7 years or the first 10 years, the next 10 years, etc. Once you have that math done, once you understand what your budget is, what you're trying to do, and you put a price tag on that budget, maybe it's $100,000 a year, maybe it's 90 or 150, it doesn't matter what the number is, the math is always the same. The formula in our office with our software is always the same. Once we understand what the price tag then all we have to do is fund the lifestyle. But once you do the plan, then your blood pressure comes down, and then you know that you can afford to spend the money on the things that you wanted to do in the first place. And the worst part about retirement, I know we're wrapping up, but the worst part about retiring and not having done that math is you might be sitting on a pile of money, but you're afraid to spend a dime because you don't know what tomorrow holds. You have to have a written, documented, here's my plan, blood pressure comes down, let's go live.
It's a budget, and having a budget for your retirement and that income plan is really what you need. It shows you how to plan and to cover the budget. If you're nearing or in retirement and want Darrell's team to help you get started, call the number on your screen to schedule a complimentary consultation.
That's 402-932-2141. Again, you must be approaching retirement or already retired. And Darrell, talk about the importance of setting that first appointment.
It is a big deal, and you don't have to feel intimidated when you come in the office. Throw all your stuff in a box, you bring it in, we'll dig in from there.
Yeah.
Don't be intimidated. You got to start doing the math. And if you haven't done it, do it.
DBryantRetirementStrategy.com. Darrell, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it. And guests of the morning.